Good morning, dears. Welcome back. In today's session, we are going to discuss Class 6, Unit 3 in Science, Matter Around Us Evaluation. That is the book back exercises. Come, children, let us learn. Before going into the evaluation, let us recall the important points. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. All matter is made up of extremely small particles called atoms. Matter is classified into solids, liquids, and gases on the basis of two important factors. They are the way the particles are arranged, the way the particles attract each other, how they are arranged and how they attract each other. Differences between the properties of solids, liquids and gases is due to the difference in the arrangement of the particles and the nature of the attractive forces between them. A pure substance can be an element or a compound, and it can be made up of only one kind of particles. A mixture is an impure substance containing two or more components physically mixed in any proportion. Children, separation of mixtures is done to improve harmful components, to obtain the useful component, to obtain a substance in a highly pure form. Different separation methods are adopted depending on the properties of the components. They are hand picking, that is, particles reasonably large in size to be recognized can be picked by hand picking. Winnowing, adopted to separate lighter solids from heavier ones. Magnetic separation, separating magnetic substances from non-magnetic substances. Sedimentation, settling down of suspended, insoluble and heavy solid particles used to separate solid-liquid mixtures. Decantation, process of pouring out the clear supernatant liquid without disturbing the sediment. Filtration, process of separating insoluble solid particles, that is residue, from a liquid, that is filtrate, by using a filter paper. Adulteration, making things impure by adding a foreign or inferior substance, is called as adulteration. Roman number 1, choose the correct answer. First question, dash is not made of matter. Dash is not made of matter. Option A, gold ring. Option B, iron. Light ray. Option D, oil drop. And the answer is light ray. Light ray is not made of matter. Question number 2. 200 ml of water is poured into a bowl of 400 ml capacity. The volume of water will be 200 ml of water is poured into a bowl of 400 ml capacity. The volume of water will be option R, 400 ml, 600 ml, 200 ml, 800 ml. And the answer is 200 ml. Moving to question number 3. Seeds from watermelon can be removed by dash. Seeds from watermelon can be removed by, options are A, hand picking, B, filtration, C. Magnetic separation, and D. Decantation. The answer is hand picking. Moving to question number 4. Lighter impurities like dust, when mixed with rice or pulses, can be removed by option A. Filtration, option B. Sedimentation, option C. Decantation, option D. Winnowing. The answer is option D. Winnowing. Lighter impurities like dust, when mixed with rice or pulses, can be removed by winnowing. Question number 6. Filtration method is effective in separating dash mixture. Filtration method is effective in separating dash mixture. Option A. Solid-solid. Option B. Solid-liquid. Option C. Liquid-liquid. Option D. Liquid-gas. The answer is solid-liquid. Question number 7. Among the following, dash is not a mixture. Among the following, dash is not a mixture. Option A. Coffee with milk. Option B. Lemon juice. Option C. Water. Option D. Ice cream embedded with nuts. The answer is water. Water is not a mixture. Moving to Roman number 2, fill in the blanks. Question number 1. Matter is made up of dash. Matter is made up of, answer is atoms. Question number 2. In solids, the space between the particles is less than in dash. The answer is liquids. In solids, the space between the particles is less than in liquids. Question number 3. Grains can be separated from their stalk by dash. Grains can be separated from their stalks by, answer is threshing. Grains can be separated from their stalk by threshing. Question number 4. Chilies are removed from upma by dash method. Chilies are removed from upma by dash method. Answer is hand picking. Question number 5. The method employed to separate clay particles from water is dash. The method employed to separate clay particles from water is filtration. Question number 6. Water obtained from tube wells is usually dash water. Water obtained from tube wells is usually dash water. The answer is impure water. Question number 7. Which among the following will get attracted to by magnet? Which among the following will get attracted by a magnet? Safety pins, pencil and rubber band. Safety pin, pencil and rubber band. Answer is safety pin. Roman number 3. State true or false. If false, correct the statement. Question number 1. Air is not compressible. Air is not compressible. The answer is false. The correct answer is air is compressible. Question number 2. Liquids have no fixed volume but have fixed shape. Liquids have no fixed volume but have fixed shape. Answer is false. The correct statement is liquids have no fixed shape but have fixed volume. Question number 3. Particles in solids are free to move. Particles in solids are free to move. Answer is false. Particles in solids are not free to move. Question number 4. When pulses are washed with water before cooking, water is separated from them by filtration. When pulses are washed with water before cooking, water is separated from them by filtration. Answer is false. The correct answer is when pulses are washed with water before cooking, the water is separated from them by the process of decantation. Question number 5. Strainer is a kind of sieve which is used to separate a liquid from solid. Answer is false. The correct answer is strainer is a kind of sieve which is used to separate a solid from liquid, like your mother strains a tea. Question number 6. Grain and husk can be separated by winnowing. Grain and husk can be separated by winnowing. Answer is true. Question number 7. Air is a pure substance. Answer is false. The correct statement is air is a mixture or air is not a pure substance. Question number 8. Butter from curd is separated by sedimentation. Butter from curd is separated by sedimentation. Answer is false. Butter is separated from curds by churning. Roman number 4. Complete the given analogy. Question number 1. Solid is to rigidity is equivalent to gas is to dash. Solid is to rigidity is equivalent to gas is to dash. Answer is compressibility. C-O-M-P-R-E-S-S-I-B-I-L-I-T-Y. Compressibility. Question number 2. Large interparticle space is equal to gas is equivalent to dash is to solid. Large interparticle space is to gas is equivalent to dash is to solid. Answer is little interparticle space. Question number 3. Solid is to definite shape is equivalent to dash is to shape of the vessel. Solid is to definite shape is equivalent to dash is to shape of the vessel. Answer is liquid. Question number 4. Husk grain is equivalent to winnowing is equivalent to dash. Husk grain is to winnowing is equivalent to sawdust chalk piece is to dash. Answer is sedimentation and decantation. Sedimentation and decantation. Murukku from hot oil is to dash is equivalent to coffee powder residue from decantation is to dash. Murukku from hot oil is equivalent to dash is equivalent to coffee powder residue from decantation is to dash. Answer is hand picking filtration. Question number 6. Iron sulfur mixture is to dash is equivalent to mustard seeds from urad dal is to rolling. Iron sulfur mixture is to dash is equivalent to mustard seeds from urad dal is to rolling. Answer is magnetic separation. Roman number 5. Match the following. Property and example. Breaks easily or brittle metal pan. Bends readily rubber band. Can be stretched easily cotton wool. Gets compressed easily mud pot. Gets heated readily plastic wire. The correct answer is property example. Breaks easily brittle mud pot. Bends easily plastic wire. Can be stretched easily rubber band. Can be compressed easily cotton wool. Gets heated readily metal pan. Roman number 2. First question. Separation of visible undesirable components. Water mixed with chalk powder, magnetic separation. Separation of heavier and lighter components, sand and water, decantation. Separation of insoluble impurities, iron impurity, filtration. Separation of magnetic component from non-magnetic component, rise and stone, hand picking. Separation of solids from liquids, husk and paddy, winnowing. The answer is separation of visible undesirable component, it is rise and stone, hand picking. Separation of heavier and lighter components, example husk and paddy, winnowing. Separation of insoluble impurities, that is water mixed with chalk powder, decantation. Separation of magnetic component from non-magnetic component like iron impurities, magnetic separation. Separation of solids from liquids, example sand and water, by filtration. Roman number 6, answer very briefly. Question number 1. Define the term matter. Define the term matter. Matter is defined as anything which occupies space and has mass. Matter is defined as anything which occupies space and has mass. Question number 2. How can husk or fine dust particles be separated from rice before cooking? Answer is, before cooking, the husk or fine dust particles in rice are being separated by sedimentation. The lighter impurities float while the heavier rice grains sink to the bottom. Before cooking, the husk or fine dust particles in rice are being separated by sedimentation. The lighter impurities float while heavier rice grains sink to the bottom. Question number 3. Why do we separate mixtures? Why do we separate mixtures? Answer is, we separate mixtures 1. To remove impurities or harmful components, example stones from rice. To separate useful component from other component, example petrol from petroleum. To obtain a substance of high purity, example gold from the gold mine. We separate mixtures to remove impurities, to separate useful component, to obtain a substance in a highly pure form. Question number 4. Give an example for mixture and justify your answer with a reason. The answer is, example for a mixture is 22 karat gold. This is composed of gold and copper or gold and cadmium. Question number 5. Define sedimentation. Define sedimentation. The settling down of heavier component of a mixture when allowed to remain undisturbed for some time is called sedimentation. The settling down of heavier component of a mixture when allowed to remain undisturbed for some time is called sedimentation. Question number 6. Give the main difference between a pure substance and an impure substance. Give the difference between a pure substance and an impure substance. The answer is, pure substance is made up of only one kind of particles. It cannot be separated by physical means. An impure substance has particles of other substances mixed in it. It can be separated by physical means. Roman number 7. Answer briefly. Question number 1. A rubber ball changes its shape on pressing. Can it be called a solid? A rubber ball changes its shape on pressing. Can it be called a solid? Answer is yes. It has a definite shape and volume. Its particles cannot move freely. It confirms the solid properties. Question number 2. Why do gases not have fixed shape? Why do gases not have fixed shape? Gases do not have fixed shape due to the weak forces of attraction between the gaseous particles. Hence, they can flow and take the shape of the container. Gases do not have fixed shape due to the weak forces of attraction between the gaseous particles. Hence, they can flow and take shape of the container. Question number 3. What method will you employ to separate cheese or paneer from milk? What method will you employ to separate cheese or paneer from milk? Explain. The answer is filtration. Heat the milk. Add lime juice or vinegar after a few minutes. Cheese will float on the liquid. Use strainer to separate the cheese or paneer from milk. Question number 4. Look at the given picture below and explain the method of separation illustrated. Answer is, the picture given shows sieving method of separation. It is used to separate the solid particles of different sizes. Example, bran from flour, sand from gravel, etc. Question number 5. How can you separate a large quantity of tiny bits of paper mixed with pulses or dal? How can you separate a large quantity of tiny bits of paper mixed with pulses or dal? Answer. Bits of paper are separated from pulses or dal by winnowing. Bits of paper have less weight and gets easily blown away by wind. The pulses or dal are heavier particles and will fall down closer. Question number 6. What is meant by food adulteration? What is meant by food adulteration? The process of mixing harmful and unwanted substances with the foodstuffs that we buy in the market is called food adulteration. The process of mixing harmful and unwanted substances with the foodstuffs that we buy in the market is called food adulteration. Question number 7. Mr. Raghu returns home on a hot summer day and wants to have buttermilk. Raghu has only curd. What can she do to get buttermilk? Mr. Raghu returns home on a hot summer day and wants to have buttermilk. Mrs. Raghu has only curds. What can she do to get the buttermilk? Explain. Answer. Method to prepare buttermilk from curd. Using a hand churner, the curd has to be blended well. 2 cups of chilled water is to be added after churning the curd. The water is to be mixed well so that there are no lumps. Ingredients such as chaat masala shall be added before serving the buttermilk. That's all for today's session, my dear children. Thank you for watching. For more videos and book bag solutions, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. Stay blessed.